Why the Bitcoin is halving? What is halving? Why it is so important to know about this, especially when you're in the crypto space? What date is going to happen? What happens with all of the altcoins? All of this we're going to talk about today in this video, because these are the questions what people are sending to me. My name is Kent and we're talking about Bitcoin halving. So, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the largest cryptocurrency in the world, the first real one. So it has been already in the market for a while. It enables you to make transactions between the people without any banks. And if now you want to send money to your grandmother has also a Bitcoin wallet and you have a Bitcoin wallet, then you can send the money directly to your grandmother without any banks or anything being in between. But because there is no banks or any institutions in between, we need miners. So miners are basically the mechanism in Bitcoin network what makes it safe, what controls the network, that everything goes in the way as it's supposed to go. And these miners, these are actually these large computer farms already today. There is like thousands of computers, they are all mining Bitcoin. And what this mining actually means, it means that they are solving a mathematical equation, all of these computers. And you can also start your own and start mining Bitcoin. And these computers now, they are all fighting for an award to every 10 minutes what is given out. And the computers what is getting closer to the solving the equation is the one, or actually with the one computer what is getting closest is gonna win the award. And this award is now what we are talking about today, because this is what now happens in a halving is, I'm gonna share you on the screen as well. There is a good article what I just find. Okay, we went a little bit forward. Okay, good article what is showing. So this award now what was given out for these miners, right? Miners have a lot of expenses. They need to buy the equipment, and then they need to upgrade and service this equipment. And there is it creates so much heat what needs to be taken out somehow, and it consumes massive amount of electricity. Somewhere was said a couple of years ago that the Bitcoin mining total worldwide is consuming more electricity than the whole country of Belgium, which means also that it's taking way more electricity than the whole Estonia where I'm from. Yeah, so spending so much, they need to get some reward back, right? And every time when the computer is solving this problem, then they get awarded, right? Or one of these computers every 10 minutes is getting awarded with the Bitcoins. And in the beginning, the price was 50 Bitcoins. So every time when miner solve this mathematical equation before others, they get 50 Bitcoins. Every 10 minutes, 50 Bitcoin, boom, 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 right? But at that time, the Bitcoin was not so valuable. It's 2009, right? Later on, when the first halving happened, then this number became from 50 to 25, and this was happening in 2012. Now also when the halving was happening, the price jump up, the price grow tremendously because it go from a couple of dollars into thousands of dollars. I think 1,300 or something. You can check yourself. I think 2013 was the first big pump. And then there was again a low time until 2016. 2016 July was the next halving what happened, and after that Bitcoin started rallying. And you all remember 2018 when the prices was massive, so Bitcoin was reaching $19,000, and it happened less than 2 years after the previous halving. And previous price before this 19,000 was actually about $200-300. So this is where it was fluctuating for a couple of years before that, prior to that. And then in 2020, which is not so long time ago, poof, Bitcoin happened to halve again, so which means that the block award went from 25 to 12 to 6.5 for the miners. And as a result of that, because the mining is expensive and there is no point of doing the mining when you are making losses, so it happens that it kind of correlates with the mining, that when the halving is happening and the rewards are going lesser, then Bitcoin is gonna double, triple, quadruple, 10x, 100x in the price. And now this halving, when this is going to happen, and this is only 10 days, 9 days away, then the Bitcoin block award is gonna be only 3.125 Bitcoin. Right, so what is going to happen with the Bitcoin price? Is it gonna go 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 500,000? All of this is possible. So it can go 500,000, it can go over 1 million, it can go even 2 million or 3 million in price. But we really don't know. The times always are changing in the crypto industry. Everything is changing. So this time, first time, actually there is something different during the halving what is happening. So just recently Bitcoin ETFs and a lot of regulations also was approved, which means now that a lot of companies also are able to put their funds into Bitcoin, and this is what they're doing as well. However, these funds are still today quite small, which of course might change after the halving, but we'll see. Now the second thing what is very different today than before. So before there was no institutional investors or big companies who were buying Bitcoin, and now they are able to legally do that through the ETFs. And the second thing what is very different is that before the halving, this time the Bitcoin price was reaching all-time high, which has never happened before if I'm not wrong about this, it has not happened before that the Bitcoin is before the halving reaching all-time high again. So I think it has never happened before, and this is extremely also a big indicator that there is a very, very, very bullish market that is coming out of that. And it is extremely good when you have some cryptocurrency in your pocket, and of course when you don't have and you're broke right now, then it is a little bit bad for you, because next halving is after 4 years, so it's gonna be 2028, and well, maybe the price of Bitcoin is already by that time, $2 million, and well, then you're definitely late. I'm not saying that you should only invest money into Bitcoin, but definitely there is a huge opportunity in the market. It also does not mean that the Bitcoin is gonna 10x now during the next 1 year because the halving is happening. So it is just that usually it has happened that the price is tremendously growing, and today there is also other things what might indicate that it's gonna go in that direction. However, the whole economy of the world maybe is not in so good shape, and it might not, maybe this is affecting it in a negative way. Maybe it's going to be a positive thing for Bitcoin overall, don't know, right? We're going to see. And for sure, if you are in the cryptocurrency space, you should have money in Bitcoin for sure before the halving is happening. And what I have noticed also is that every time when the halving is happening, after the halving, the Bitcoin price drops like 10, 20, 30%. For a little while, for a month, for 2 months, before it's starting to rise again. And what I think what is behind that is that a lot of people are expecting that it's gonna go sky high, and they're gonna buy, they're gonna put a lot of demand on this cryptocurrency for the time of the halving and during the time of the halving, and then they see, hey, it's like the price is not growing anymore, and people have nothing to expect. And then the sell-off is going to happen, a little bit panic in the market. Also, people are thinking, oh, okay, this is the peak, this was the maximum where it go, and they sell a lot of this off before actually the bull run is going to happen. And then when everybody's already out of the game now, dropping the price a little bit, maybe I would estimate that if the Bitcoin let's say in 10 days it's gonna grow to $80,000 to $90,000, let's say, and before the halving, and then after the halving, maybe it's gonna drop to 70,000 or 60,000 or maybe 50,000 even, and then month or 2 months later, then the bull market is going to start, when a lot of investors are going to come in, because, well, investors are looking for a good in, when to go in, right? And no asset in the world is going only up. So this is my opinion, but I think what is going to happen, and I might be really wrong about this as well. Anyway, the good thing to do would be to put your trade orders in. If you are just buying Bitcoin, buy the Bitcoin and just keep it and relax for next 3 years and just leave it on the side. If you don't have too much money, you can also make a little risk game out of that. So if you are thinking now there is gonna be like an option, either price is gonna go higher or it's gonna go lower. So if you think that now is the time to buy and it's gonna go only higher until next 10 days and it's not gonna go lower than it is right now, then make yourself a margin order, put your $1,000 or $5,000 or whatever change you have on the side, put it into margin, put it 5x, and it means that you are buying actually 5 times in a margin order. You are able to buy 5 times more the Bitcoin than you actually have the money. So for example, let's say you have $10,000 and you want, like with 5x, you can buy almost the whole Bitcoin. So when now Bitcoin price is gonna grow 10,000, 20,000, then you are winning this 10,000 to 20,000 out of that trade as a profit. The downside for that is, if you have only 10,000 and you buy 1 Bitcoin with a margin, and now it's gonna drop from 70,000 to 60,000, then you're gonna lose all of your money what you had. So that's the risk in there. But a lot of people are doing that. So I don't know if it's a good thing for you or not good thing for you. Maybe lose, if you don't want to play so risky, make a margin 2x or something like that. Then it's like probability is way lesser that something bad can happen with that money. And if you are really scared about this market or you're new in this market, you don't want to take risks, then just go and buy Bitcoin and voila, done. Okay, so what is going to happen with other cryptocurrencies? What's going to happen with Ethereum, for example, second biggest cryptocurrency in the world? Okay, so Ethereum also has a lot of things what has been happening in the past, but Ethereum is driven like by totally different community and tech solutions rather than the name and rather than the miners, because, well, Ethereum doesn't have any miners. It is a proof of stake cryptocurrency, and the demand in there is coming from a different place. But now, to do long story short, usually when Bitcoin is growing a lot, then also other cryptocurrencies are growing a lot. So divide your portfolio. If you're already crypto enthusiast, you're already in here, divide your portfolio, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, buy Solana, buy BNB, buy whatever you see what you like. It's probably gonna grow during the time of a Bitcoin halving. And also this money, when people are making a lot of profit in the market, which might happen now in next 10 days, 20 days a lot, then usually people put this profit to somewhere. So they probably put it into some of the altcoins, they put it into Ethereum, Solana, whatever cryptocurrencies in the market, right? And all of this, what you believe that is gonna be there for after 3 years, you should buy, because probably it's gonna be 5 or 10 times more expensive than it is today. That said, don't make this mistake that you are taking your most important money, like the money of your rent, apartment rent or food, and then you put it into crypto game, because past has shown that it is extremely volatile, it is extremely risky. You can make a lot of money, but you can also lose all of your money. In a spot trade, of course, it's like if you just buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, nothing can really happen, only the price can drop. But the drop also probably is not going to be so significant that you would lose a lot. But then you can lose part of it. And if you do the margin trade, definitely don't do the margin trade with your lost money. This is not the way. And find the ways how to earn money right now fast, because right now there is probably the biggest bull market, the biggest bull run what has ever happened before in the crypto space is going to happen during this and next year. And if you're gonna miss that, maybe the next one is never going to happen. And you don't want to miss that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got the answers for your questions, and if you did not, then please put the questions down below into the comment section. By the way, I needed to tell you also, again, in the screen I'm going to show you, Binance is showing very well that there is a halving, what is going to happen in 8 days and 22 hours and 23 hours basically, so almost 9 days. We have still time. So what is going to happen? If you have your own prediction, put it in the comments down below and let's see what is going to happen. Put in the comments what you think what happens with the Bitcoin during the halving, after the halving, what you think what happens with Ethereum, what happens with Solana, what happens with XRP and BNB, for example, right? And yeah, we're gonna see you already in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kent. Bye.